What's up, everybody? It's John with John Sports House and Collectibles coming at you with a brand new video. How's everyone doing out there today in the YouTube universe? The opinion piece video, editorial video today. And I have to talk about this. I'm laughing because, I'm going to talk about Professor Sports Cards, not in a bad way. I like the professor. He does tell like it is. But sometimes, he doesn't always get it right. Or, I know why he makes these videos sometimes. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, in a way, He put out this video yesterday. Paul Skenes could be a disaster for card owners. And it's just like, okay, I know why he makes videos like this. I mean, it's actually a really good video, and he does a deep dive and breakdown into card pricing and and then he even admits that near the end of the video that he thinks Paul Skenes is good, and I'm paraphrasing here, but it's just like the title, of course I don't view this as like a clickbait thing or anything like that, but it does drive attention, and then people want to watch it and see what he has to say, but it's like, okay, and we all know that Paul Skenes is like the real deal. And anyone that doesn't know that, well, you need to get your head out of the sand. I am in Pittsburgh, and I have firsthand knowledge that he's the real deal. He's a big deal for this team, for my Pittsburgh Pirates, who have, put together a little bit better of a line than they've had in the past few years. And we'll see how they end up doing as the season goes on. But, it's just like, you read the comments in this video and you just want to just say, my God, people just they want to see failure is what it is. So they can say, see, I told you so. Instead of looking at someone like Paul Skenes as like, if he continues to do what he's done the first two seasons, barring any injuries, I mean, we're looking at a potential Hall of Fame pitcher here, okay? And the Pittsburgh Pirates have not had anybody like this in a very long time. Not even Garrett Cole. So, when I see a video like this, and I know, the professor's not saying he's terrible or anything like that, but, he's talking about his card prices. I'm not going to get into that. And I don't agree with him with his with his synopsis on the things. But let's just talk about this. So Paul Skenes had this horrific first start last week. And, he came back today and did great. And look, the headline says Skenes back to Cy Young form and win after tough opening day start. That's from MLB.com. Here's one from CBS Sports. It says, doesn't look like his Cy Young self. No, he does. Skenes lowers the ERA by 60 points against Reds. Yes, his ERA was an insane 67.50. So, yeah, by the next start, he'll be back to his normal as far as numbers go. And then the start after that, if he continues this trend of trending upward, he'll be fine. And but again, it's just like the guy had one bad inning. One. Probably if I can recall, probably the only bad inning he's had in his short career so far. And what he's done is phenomenal. And in that inning, he didn't pitch that great, but no one's talking about it. The big blunder, the blunders, were by center fielder O'Neal Cruz, who had a good game today too. With a home run in the first, and I didn't look at the stats. The Pirates won 8-3. A lot of the blame is to go on O'Neal Cruz for his horrific play in center field. He's not a center fielder. He's a shortstop, but he's not really that great of a shortstop. I've never been a major fan of O'Neal Cruz. If anybody's a hype job, I feel like he might be a hype job. People on the internets, especially in this space, don't get to see these players firsthand per se. And, O'Neal Cruz seems like he's just kind of has got this, I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is. But, if the Pirates were to trade him, I wouldn't, lose any sleep over it. And they could probably get a lot for him. But that horrific first inning was largely attributed to O'Neal Cruz's blunders in the outfield. So let's move on from all this BS about Paul Skenes. And, today he had a good rebound second game. And let's just talk about this guy. I mean, what he's done so far is unreal, okay? He's on a pitiful team that has had horrific lineups, did not invest in the team his first year or second year, and they kind of have invested a little bit with some of these free agent signings and a couple trades, but they still haven't done what you think a team should do if they're trying to build a winner around someone like him. I mean, he's a two-time All-Star. He won the Cy Young last year. Okay? He's a two-time All-MLB first team. He won Rookie of the Year in 2024. He's an ERA leader last year. Then he won the Dick Howser Trophy in 2023. That's a pretty nice resume of highlights and awards on top of just, his unstoppable pitching at times. He's won 21 games, lost 14. But if my memory serves me correctly, he was never really blown out or anything like that. They were always low-scoring games because the Pirates we had no offense at all. Okay. He has 387 strikeouts in 2 seasons. He's on a track, if he continues this kind of play, this kind of pitching, he'll end up in the Hall of Fame. And I will end it here. People seem to forget. Who do they write off? This guy right here, Shohei Ohtani. Back when he got injured, he's never going to pitch again. Everyone wrote him off. He's going to be out for a long time. And I was one of the few people that said, he's the real deal. And people were selling his cards and, he sucks and everything else they were saying. And look at him now. He's a monster. He's on the road to becoming a Hall of Famer, without a doubt. And, there have been discussions, will he become, one of the greatest of all time? Possibly. So just remember that for all you people out there who want to throw Paul Skenes under the bus and said he's over with and his cards aren't worth anything. And, just remember this guy right here next time. I think a lot of people like to, they want to see people fail. I don't know why. I mean, I'm excited that Paul Skenes is on my team, and I'm excited that he's done extremely well, and I just try to block out the noise that's around all that. And I'm thankful that he's on my team because then, you know what? Every other team in the major leagues would love to have him. And there have been trade proposals and behind-the-scenes talks with the Yankees and the Dodgers, and I can't remember what other teams, and the ownership, I will give them credit, they said, no, we're not doing it. Now, we'll see what they do moving forward when it comes time for him to, have any sort of contract talks. Hopefully they'll be smart if his career is still going strong to make him an offer he can't refuse to keep him in the organization. And if they do end up trading him, near the end of his contract years coming up in the next few years, I hope that they get, a ton of players and end up making a good deal. I'd hate to see someone like him go if he is still a lights-out pitcher in a few years, which I obviously think he will be. So that's all. I just want to talk about this a little bit. And, go check out the Professor Sports Cards video here. The Professor Sports Cards video. Again, he does a nice breakdown as far as card prices and stuff like that. And, Paul Skenes holds value. Let me end it with this. Paul Skenes holds value with his cards. And there's a reason why Dick's Sporting Goods bought that card for $1 million, wherever they ended up paying for it. They wanted to have it in Pittsburgh. It's a marketing thing. I mean, there's just so much that people don't seem to get. But don't think that his card prices should go on the decline because he had one bad inning. That's not a very realistic way to look at things. And I'll leave it there. So I appreciate you stopping by here, folks. If you're new here, like what you see and hear here, please hit the subscribe button. Please comment down below. Please share this video with everybody out there in the car community. Please comment down below. And give this video a thumbs up, a like. And go check this guy out right here. He is hilarious. I talked about him before. A pack of rips. He's awesome. Very, very funny, entertaining stuff. And you know, talk about him and go check him out. That's all I've got for you guys. Till next time, folks, this is John Sports Collectibles signing off, and I'll see everybody very, very soon. Take care.